Good afternoon and welcome back to our garden. Now today, I don't know if you can remember, we're going to cut down the summer fruiting raspberries. They've more or less finished now. There's an odd berry on them, but the mornings are so misty and cold now, the fruit doesn't last long, it goes rotten. So now's the time to get it chopped down, get it through the shredder and onto the compost heap. So what to do first, I should just cut a few off to get it started, and then we'll put it through the shredder and you can see what it comes through like. Right, what we do, we follow them. We'll do this one because it's not on the line, but I'm not going to take these out. I'm going to extend the line. You just cut them off at the bottom as low as you really can. You don't need to go right to ground level, but just above, like that. Look. And you will want gloves on because you can see they've got a lot of fine prickles on them, thorns. So if you need gloves, that's all these will be in your hand. We'll cut this end off and then we'll put them through. You can see things are eating them now, no? Just take them off. Now you do this to the summer fruiting raspberries. A very late raspberry there, but by a couple of days, if we hadn't have got it, that would have been rotten anyway. Mildew gets them. This particular crop we've got here, we've had a massive amount of fruit on it. Now we've eaten a lot of these, especially for breakfast, etc. And with puddings, very nice. They're a lovely crop. We've had a lot. We've given some away. We've got plenty in the freezer that we'll probably make jam with later on when we get a bit more time. Really, really good crop this was. And very large berries. So let's get them cut down and look after them. Put it all. I'll take these off this side, they give us some room to put the shredder in. They're good size canes. So technically, seems the birds are singing out there, but unfortunately they can't get in the fruit cage. I think that's enough to put these through so you can see what happens. Now when we're finished we'll clean up, and then later in the week I'll get some of our compost from the garden, not bought in compost or manure or anything like that, and put a good coat of that on, then leave it for the winter. It is singing nicely, isn't it? It'll probably fly away when I start this machine up, but never mind, it can come back. Now I will have to put the safety glasses on obviously, because the machine's getting a bit old and every now and again it will throw a little bit back at me, so we'll put these in. There you go. Now I thought it's going to be a little noisy, but I'm sure Diane will do something when she gets it in the house, take some of the noise off for you. Right, ready? Very noisy. I'll just show you what it's made. Here are, look. You will get a little bit of wood, but the wood is all smashed up, so it rots down very quickly, and then that will go straight onto the compost heap. As you can see, it takes it all down nicely. You could, if you wanted to, put this directly onto the roots, but I prefer to use what I've got rotted down a bit, so it goes straight on. But this, in a few weeks, in the bin will be rotted down anyway. I'll continue cutting some down and putting it through, and then I'll come back to you when it's nearly all done, when we're cleaning up. Now it seems the birds come back. Now when we've done this and we've sorted it all down, we do exactly the same to the blackberries. We take all the tops off, put it through the shredder, and then we tie in where these you leave them cut off. The blackberries we tie in this year's canes ready for cropping next year. I think the best thing to do is to show you that in the next video. That's the raspberry canes all down and put through the shredder. Now I will, or I do, after every time I use the shredder, I sharpen the blades. So anybody who's got this type of shredder and don't know how to sharpen the blades, let me know and I'll put a little video up how to sharpen them. This is what we've actually shredded. This that's a 42 litre pot, so you can see we've got a good 80 litre of good compost there. And it won't take long to rot down. It's actually, it soon feels warm within an hour or so of cutting. Now my next job for the raspberry canes over this side, which are the late ones, summer ones, is to just leave that like it is for a day or two, and then I shall bring some of the compost, our own compost, out of the compost bin. Put it on top, no fertiliser, just put that on top and let the winter wash that in then. And that tends to stop the canes, the roots of the canes, shooting out so much. If they've got plenty of stuff there, they tend to stay there. Saying that, raspberries will go everywhere anyway. So that's my job here. I'm actually going to, the same as that one, if you remember, we're going to double width the rail, probably got plenty of room for them to come up in the middle, save tying them up all the time once they're in full crop. But that's a winter job, and I've got to find the wood anyway. We can't do much more today because of the amount of rain we have these last few days. We have 2 days continuous rain here, so a lot of it's run off, but as soon as you disturb the top, it's wet through underneath. So best thing to do is leave it alone, let it dry out and drain, and then we'll do a little bit more then. I haven't cut those flowers off because when I came down to do it, there was some bumblebees on it, and we've actually seen a couple while we was working here. So we'll leave them and let the bees have them, and then I'll cut them down for winter. But with the bees liking them, I think what we'll probably do, we'll find a little bit of spare ground somewhere and put those in, because the autumn flowering, when most things are gone, the bees etc. will love those, so we'll plant them on again. Now in the glorious sunshine, and I was going to say with the birds singing, but I think it's gone. Now that'll be it for this week. For now, we will do the blackberries in the next few days. As soon as the weather holds, we'll do the blackberries, more or less the same, but a little bit more tying in. And then after that, we need to be looking at those fuchsias and geraniums to get some winter cuttings, because they're beginning to put on a bit of growth now, and it's that bit of growth we'll be wanting to get the cuttings off. Save a lot of money, that will. Now, we did have 2 days of rain, as you know, and very cold nights now, so I've actually put the Christmas potatoes in the greenhouse, and they've picked up and they're growing beautifully now. I actually went and watered them first thing this morning. I had to tell them they was doing very well, so we'll perhaps enjoy those later. We've just got to keep our eye on them now, but they'll be fine. So that'll be it for this week. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine, and if it's raining, shed day. Take care, everyone. Bye now.